Hey guys, this is Potato Reads Reddit. I'm Potato, and today we have a entitled mother who thinks that she knows what's best for OP's love life. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave something down in the comments at the end if you feel like it. And let's get right into it today. And our first story is posted by Sky High Tiger 75. Entitled mom insults my girlfriend and says her son will be better for her. Hello friends, I bring a third entitled mom story here. Oh, there's others. Could have to look for them. This time courtesy of my lovely girlfriend. We will call her F for the duration of this post. We met in late 2020 and have been going out since March 2021. She's a really sweet person and dislikes very few people, but I'm going to share one person she dislikes. This event occurred around August 2021. A couple weeks before my birthday, I was visiting family in Italy at the time, so she decided it was a good time to get me some gifts for my birthday. She went to a local tech shop and got me a nice gaming keyboard. She then went to a sports shop to get me a shirt of the football club I support, and print a name and number on it. While in line to get name printed, she said the lady behind her kept giving her funny looks and whispering to her son, who according to F looked 14 or 15 years old. I called her while she was in line to check up on her, and she chatted for a few minutes. When I hung up, this conversation ensued, according to my girlfriend's recollection. Entitled mother. Excuse me, young lady. Who was that you were speaking to? Girlfriend. Oh, my boyfriend. This shirt is for him. Entitled mother. Does he live here? Girlfriend. Yes, he's just on holiday. Entitled mother. Well, I don't think he's good for you. My son would be better anyway. Girlfriend. Excuse me? Entitled mother. Well, he's not here with you, and clearly you have no idea what you're buying. You should date my son instead. She says the son was dying of sheer embarrassment the whole time. Girlfriend. I'm sorry, miss, but my boyfriend is great, and I'm getting him this surprise birthday present. And your son looks very young. I'm 17. She was actually 16 at the time, but she said she wanted to make herself sound older. Please leave me alone. Entitled mother. Oh well, my son is too handsome for you anyway. You're too small and your hair is too long. Girlfriend puts on headphones and ignores entitled mother. She got my shirt printed and left the store with a small apology squeaked out by entitled mother's son. My birthday was great and I loved the shirt she got me. She got me my lucky number, 44. You know, I've heard these stories before where like a mother will or a parent will try to introduce their child to the opposite sex in the interest of starting a relationship. I always found that to be really weird and actually a little bit gross. It surprises me that like people have the spine to do something like that. It's actually kind of astonishing to me. Where do you get off doing that? Well, anyway, we'll move on to some comments. Dokley14 says, I'm glad entitled mother was able to determine that you weren't good for your girlfriend solely because you weren't chaperoning her in a sports store. No way a girl would know how to buy a jersey without a man there to tell her what to do. Screw meeting you or knowing anything about your girlfriend. You let your girlfriend go out in public unattended? You must be a sleaze / sarcasm. And OP replies to that saying, I know, I must be pure evil for daring to be in another country making spaghetti with my grandma. And Anonymous Muscular replies to that saying, her son obviously makes pizza with pineapples, adds oil to the pasta water, and drinks cappuccino after lunch. And OP replies to that saying, oh goodness no, I'm gonna vomit. Okay, and that's it for that story and comments. Why don't you let us know what you thought about it down in the comments below, and we'll move on to our next story, which was posted by Pandemonium 509. Entitled mother insists that all of her children deserve presents for every birthday party. So, the cast. Me, myself and aunt to the children. Entitled mother. My sister and mother to my 3 nieces. Niece 1, 12. Niece 2, 10 years old. And niece 3, 4 years old. My other sis and mom to nephew. Nephew, 12 years old. Jay has birthday party for nephew and invites me and entitled mother. Nephew gets party at local bowling alley. I give each kid $10 for game tokens and nephew gets 20. Here's the entitled part. Entitled mother shows up with presents. 3 each for her kids and a small one for nephew. She then throws a fit because her kids don't have the same amount as nephew. I take her aside and say, it's nephew's party, of course he's going to get tons of presents. She looks at me like I grew an extra head, but goes back to the party. At this point, I assume she's fine. Nephew opens presents, and she lets her kids open theirs. She finds out I gave her girls $10 and nephew $20. She blows up in my face and demands I give my nieces another $10. I told her again that it was nephew's party and that was a gift. I include that what I gave my nieces was a gift. She storms outside and smokes a cigarette. Cake was served after she came back in. I didn't hear any more from her that day, but I could feel the daggers coming from her eyes. And that's it for story one. I always get, astonished at parents like that, because my parents were so the opposite. Like, if I was not good enough leading up to my birthday, I didn't get any presents at all. And that was, normal in our household. So the idea that, like, some parents will, like, demand their kids get gifts on other kids' birthday is just bizarre to me. Anyway, that's just my take on it. Let's hear what you thought about it in the comments below, if you've got time, and we'll move on to some comments. Very Cheeky says, she seriously thought that her kids are entitled to equal amounts on somebody else's birthday? Those kids are going to struggle in their adult life. And the impure leader responds to that saying, what? He works harder than me and shows up on time unlike me? Surely I should get a promotion since he did. And Milja80 says, this is so weird. I could understand maybe distracting a toddler with a new toy at a birthday party if they are too young to understand presents are not for them. But in my experience, when I was a teen, I was at the children's birthday party hostess and hosted hundreds of parties. Kids learn the rules and etiquette of birthdays very young and follow them with almost a religious fever. Like maybe 2 or 3 years of age after attending a few parties, and they know the drill. Kids, even little ones, are normally super excited to select a gift, wrap it, and give it to the party child. These kids are probably pretty jaded about gifts and birthdays, and it's sad they don't get their own special day, especially in a reasonably large family. They are also being deprived of learning the gift of giving and celebrating others. Well, that's the end of that story and the comments. I just still think it's absolutely bizarre that some parents think that is even somewhat acceptable. Anyway, let us know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll move on to the next story. The next story was posted by Damage Party 101. Sibling that is an entitled mother. My sister has 3 children. She is a great mom, but she's in an unhealthy relationship with some guy since she was 13. Everyone knows that he has a temper, and everyone sort of tiptoes around it for her sake, because over the years, everyone has gone out of their way to get her out of the situation, and she always uses it to her advantage, lies to still see him, or goes back. Everyone tiptoes, except my significant other, who is just about as numbskull as the other when it comes to confrontation. Like when dogs get that dum-dum look with pupils dilate, tongue comes out, mouth hangs open when they see a squirrel, and you tell them no, but they literally did not hear or see you, even when you try redirecting their attention, because nothing you can do is stopping them from getting away or dragging you halfway down the street thinking they will actually get it for once. Hopefully you get the point. Anyways, so years ago, when my significant other and I were separated, my SO's social media account was hacked by a spammer or whatever, and it messaged everyone this friends verified thing. Well, when my sister's significant other saw the message on her account, it was a problem. This thing blew up somehow. They both met at my house, me unaware any of this was going on, in the middle of packing to move by myself. Come outside and there is my significant other, his cousin, my sister, her significant other, and his brother yelling and screaming, literally about to fight in my front yard. As I was trying to wrap my head around this, I was like, can everyone just shut up and help move, please? Like, there are 3 grown men and 2 trucks at my house. Let's utilize it. They physically fought. I yelled, the cops are on the way, and they all left, and I was left alone to continue packing. Fast forward to this past year, and though I do not consider myself in a relationship with my significant other, it's complicated. I have been a step-parent to his kids almost their entire lives. He came to me about them needing a safe place, and I couldn't deny them. So they, all three, now live with me, but he works a lot and it's platonic. My grandparents and mom live in the same neighborhood as we do, and them being so involved and constantly around the kids, they've gotten to know them and the kids feel at home and are happy. My sister knew that they were here, why they are here, and has even let me keep her children for a weekend for them to hang out. The kids love each other, but don't want their kids around my significant other. So, Christmas we are all at my grandparents', and my sister's little gang finally all show up, and they are already angry and acting like there was a problem the moment they walked in. We did gifts, the kids all wanted to go back to my house to play, and my sister had an attitude about it, but said yes. So she and her significant other finally make their way up there and wouldn't come inside. I kept asking her to please come in. I had worked supper hard, making a surprise elephant game for everyone, 13 people to play, and she refused because he was there. To the point her significant other freaked out on my mom. She demanded her children and she left, saying that I never chose her and that she was done with me, and that we would never see her kids again, that my significant other's kids could be everyone's grandkids, and that she was done. They left, everyone else played my game, laughed, and had fun, etc. She still won't talk to me or my mom, and I love her children, but the entitlement and refusing to forgive and forget, lack of reasoning with, it's exhausting. Alright, so there weren't any real worthwhile comments on this one, mostly just one saying that this might be better placed in r/family issues, which I don't necessarily disagree with. I don't know if I consider everything that went on in that story to be actual entitlement. I mean, it's kind of crazy, I'll admit that, but entitlement might be a little off the mark. Either way, let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. That always helps us out. We want to be putting out new content every day, but it is time consuming, so let us know that we're doing a good job, and if there's anything that we can change or any other subreddits or stories that we're missing and we should be covering, please let us know. It's been great spending time with you guys today. Alright, thank you for spending time and have a great day.